Hey everyone, welcome back to math. So today we are going to be reviewing shapes, and it's been a while since we've done shapes. Ever since I don't know, it's been a while. I think it was like towards the beginning of kindergarten, maybe like the fall, late fall, early winter. I think we were doing shapes. So it's been a while. So we're going to review some shapes. We're going to read a story and go on a shape hunt. And I'll show you what you're going to do for your seesaw activity for this week. All right, so let's review some shapes first. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. So I have one shape right here. What shape is this called? Do you remember? It's a rectangle. I'm going to write the word rectangle right here next to it. Rectangle. Make this a little bit bigger. All right, so it's a rectangle. Do you remember how many sides a rectangle has? So when you are figuring out how many sides a shape has, you're just counting the straight lines that you see. Or basically, like when you trace, you're just tracing all the lines on a shape. That's how you figure out the size of the shape. So let's trace all the lines and count how many sides a rectangle has. Ready? Let me change my, okay, there you go. So here's one line, 1, 2, oops, this is kind of hard. And that, no, oops, okay, let's start over again. 1, 2, oh, come on now. All right, 2, why doesn't it let me do that? Draw. All right, 2, 3, 4. How many sides does a rectangle have? 4. That's 4 sides. Now, do you remember how many vertices or angles a rectangle has? Now, vertices is just another word for like the corners that a shape has. So let's look for the corners or the vertices to see how many corners or vertices a rectangle has. So I'm going to use a different color. I'll use red this time. So here's a corner, 1. Here's another corner, 2. Another corner, 3. Another one, 4. So how many vertices does a rectangle have? 4. Good job. So let me go back to my text right here. So a rectangle has 4 sides and 4 vertices or corners. Good job. Now let's do another shape. All right. Ready? Let's do this. Let's do this one. Okay. There you go. What shape is this? What is this shape called? It's a square. Let me write that right here. Square. Let's change color. Square. Now let's see how many sides a square has. Ready? Next, let me go back. All right. No. All right. 1. Oh, let's change the color because I don't want it to blend in. Let's count the sides. Ready? Remember, the sides are just the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many sides does a square have? 4. Good job, just like the rectangle. Now let's see how many vertices a square has. Right? So it's like the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many vertices does a square have? 4. Good job. Let me go back to my text and write that in. No. Why can't I go? Okay, we'll just do it right here. It has 4 sides and 4 vertices. So square has 4 sides and 4 vertices, just like a rectangle. Let's do another one. Oh, what just happened? Oh, my share screen just went away. Let me do it again. No, this way. All right, let's go back to the other page. Oh no, there you go. All right, so let's go back before we go to next shapes. Do you remember that a square and a rectangle, they might look the same sometimes, but they're different. For a square, all the sides of a square are the same length. That means they're the same size. All the sides of a square, they're the same. One's not longer, one's not shorter, one's not longer, one's not shorter. They're all the same size. So the sides of the square are all the same length. But a rectangle, are all the sides of a rectangle the same length? No, they're not. There's 2 long sides. So here's the 2 long sides on the top right here, and then on the bottom. And then here are the 2 short sides. There's a short side here, and then a short side here. So that's how a square and a rectangle are different. A square, all the sides are the same length. The sides of a rectangle, they're not the same. There's 2 short sides and 2 long sides. So don't forget about that. Let's go back to next. All right, let's go to next shapes. All right, let's see if you remember this shape. You might have to draw this. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I want a new one. I'm gonna try my hardest to make this look like the shape that I want it to be. There, perfect. All right, what shape is this? What is this called? It's a triangle. Awesome. Triangle. Now let's see how many sides a triangle has. Ready? Remember, sides are just like the lines it has. So let me choose a different color. Let's do this one. All right, ready? Change my color. There. 1. Ooh, that was bad. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. How many sides does a triangle have? It has 3 sides. Good job. Now let's see how many vertices or corners a triangle has. Ready? So here's a corner up here. 1, 2, 3. How many vertices does a triangle have? It has 3. Awesome job. So a triangle has 3 sides and 3, wait, why is it a different color? All right, so it has 3 sides and 3 vertices. Good job, everyone. All right, now one last shape. This one's easy. What shape is this? It's a circle. Now, does a circle have any sides? No, a circle does not have any sides. Remember, sides are just like the lines. Do you see any lines in here? No, a circle is just round. It's just round. There's no lines. It's just curves around. So there's 0 sides. Is there any vertices, any corners? No, so a circle has 0 vertices. So let's write that. So a circle, do a different color. So a circle has 0 sides and 0 vertices. Good job. Look at all our shapes. So a rectangle has 4 sides and 4 vertices. All the lengths are not the same. There's 2 long lengths and 2 short lengths, right? Or 2 long sides, 2 short sides. A square has 4 sides and 4 vertices, and all the lengths are the same, or all the sides are the same lengths. Then you have a triangle. It has 3 sides and 3 vertices, and then a circle has 0 sides and 0 vertices. And there's your shapes. All right, so now I'm going to read you a book about shapes, and we're going to go on a shape hunt. So I want you to see if you can see any shapes, if you can spot out any shapes on our book. So let me pull that up. Okay, all right. So this story is called Look and Find the Shapes. Wow, do you see any shapes in the front cover? I see lots of shapes already on the front cover. I see a circle. I see some triangles. I see square. I see rectangle. Lots of shapes already. So Look and Find the Shapes by Phoebe McGuff. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. McGuffey, maybe? All right. Look at the circle. Find the circles. Let's count all the circles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any more circles? Do you see any other shapes other than a circle? I see some squares and some rectangles. Look at the square. Find the squares. Wow, there's lots of squares. I think we'd be here all day counting the squares. Let's count these ones right here. 1, 2, 3. I know that might be a square. It's just cut off. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at the triangle. Find the triangles. Wow, look at all the triangles. So this is like a neighborhood somewhere. There's lots of triangles on the houses, on the roof, on the rooftops. There's 1, 2. I see a kind of a little triangle right here on this door. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, 7. I see a little triangle and this big triangle. I need a little triangle right here. I see another triangle right here on the roof. Wow, lots of triangles in this picture. Look at the rectangle. Find the rectangles. Let's count all these rectangles right here in the window. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do you see any other rectangles? I see right here in the window. And then I see another rectangle right here with the flower pot. And then all these bricks too. There's so many rectangles on the bricks. Look at the picture. Find the shapes. You can find, so here's a circle right here. Let's look for a triangle. This is a big triangle right here. And inside of that big triangle, I see some squares, some rectangles. The end. Pretty cool. So now I'm going to show you a seesaw activity that you're going to do. I'm going to explain how to do it. So let me share the screen. All right, so the activity is called Shape Hunt. And you are going to look around your house and find some place in your house that has lots of shapes. And you're going to take a picture of that part of your house. So if you have a wall that you see lots of shapes in, you can take a picture of that wall and upload it on Seesaw. Your parent can help you with that. And then you can, once you have it on Seesaw, you can color in and outline the shapes that you see in your picture. And then you can record yourself naming and describing the shapes that you found. So let this lady that made this activity, she did her own practice one. So let's see hers. So I'm going to click on the play button to see hers. So let's listen to how she did it. So here's her picture in her house, and she uploaded it on Seesaw, and then she outlined with the tool on Seesaw all the shapes that she found. So let's hear, and she recorded herself. So let's hear what she has to say.
In my house, I found circles on some guitars, on a label on a guitar case, at the top of a vase, and at the bottom of my TV. I found some squares in some picture frames on the wall.
Pretty cool. So she found circles on her guitar and on her vase and on this little icon on her on her TV, and right here a label on her guitar case. She also found some squares on her picture frames. I see some other shapes too. Look at the TV. What shape is that? Like a rectangle, right? So that could be a shape that she could have outlined. So yeah, so that's what you're going to do with your activity for math. So I can't wait to see all the shapes that you find in your house, and I can't wait to hear you describing all the shapes. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.